Know Your Context is an AI-based tool that is supposed to help users who are not that familiar with AI, agentic workflows, MCP, etc., to understand what the value of MCP in enterprise context is. We have a very simple business problem, which is a purchase request, so a requisition for procurement that can be either automatically pre-filled with one of the scenarios that we've got at the top, or manually entered here, or just by using the one that is automatically loaded when we visit the website. With this procurement problem set, we can send it off to our procurement agent. This is a live Gemini integration that takes this data and then makes the best possible decision to how to process this request by using different business contexts that we can give it. And this is the different enterprise solutions bringing their own MCP servers that can be integrated with our AI solution, so to say, right? So we can give it access to documents like contracts and everything that is available within our systems by using the RAG integration. We can give it access to our BI and analytics stack by using the MCP server that Click has just published, for example, at the end of last year. So let's just choose a couple of these. Lose Web Search, BI Analytics, and RAG, and click Run Analysis. Now this is sent to the agent. This is, like I said, a live Gemini integration that is using all of the data that we provided from the context to make the best possible decision that it can do. We get the reasoning stream here. We can also get like a readable format. And once the decision has been made, it analyzes the decision trail, the reasoning trail, and then explains how the different context pieces have helped it understand the business case and the business surroundings and justify the decision that it has made. So it chose TechParts Global as the appropriate supplier with an 85% confidence. And the summary here is it tells us why and how the BI data, for example, has shown it, why this is the most appropriate supplier. It also tells us why it decided against the other suppliers. And then I think this is a very valuable for users to see, okay, how high was the influence of an individual context that we've offered the system into making this decision, right? So this decision is 40% based on what we've learned from our BI and analytics world, 27% from the RAG documents. So this is how is the confidence composed in the system. And then the most valuable and probably the one with the highest learning contribution is the what if scenarios, where you see, okay, so if I wouldn't have had access to RAG, I wouldn't have known about these contract shortcomings that doesn't allow us to go with one vendor or the other, or we see from BI that some of the actual delivery times of the supplier are divergent from what they actually have contractually made with us. So this is a tool that's supposed to help people understand why MCP, why it is important to give AI context, give it more context, and how different kind of or types of context are influencing these decisions. So if you choose context, if you want to rerun your scenario, you can change this as well by adding more and clicking rerun. And you can also always just preview the data that is provided by using these individual contexts. If you want to play around with this yourself, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll send you access to this tool, and you can play around with it a little bit yourself to better understand how context is influencing decisions that your AI is making.